Hey guys, and today we're going to look at the Master Grade Gundam Sandrock. Hey guys, and welcome back to GeekAddiction. Today we're going to be looking at the 1/100th scale Master Grade Gundam Sandrock from Gundam Wing. Now this is a redesign by Hajime Katoki. He's an artist. This kit retails for around 3,800 yen. And he's got about 6 redesigns for all the Gundams in the movie Endless Waltz. So make sure to pause the screen if you want a quick shot of the box, and we'll move on to the unboxing. And this thing comes with a fully built Gundam. Just kidding, I finished the kit because I couldn't wait. Alright, and this kit comes with a shield, a submachine gun, 2 sets of sticker sheets, and 1 set of water slides. You got the instruction booklet and its primary weapon, which are the heat shotals. I don't remember them having a red glowing effect, but apparently they included the parts. Okay, a quick rundown on what this kit actually comes with. So it looks pretty good. It basically comes with a arm shield that you can mount onto the left or right arms, and it has a action effect, which is basically you can slide out these little mandibles. I suppose it's supposed to look like a scorpion. All separate pieces of plastic, so it looks really nice, and a peg for the mount for the arms, and then of course it has this gimmick in it, which I will show later, which basically, as you can see, is 2 joints that open in and out. So there you go, and then all the pieces are separate pieces of plastic, so it looks good. And then here's one of the shotals. They both look exactly the same. They've got a nice curve and a really nice metallic finish. And there's a hinge at the handle, so you can fold it in, and that's mainly to store it away on the backpack. Here's the other one, same thing, nothing new. I do like this submachine gun. It's actually really nice. It's got a decent amount of detail, and there's a shoulder or arm brace for it. Excuse me. So, and it can be collapsed into its smallest form. There is a peg on here that can go into a couple places on the kit, and there is a peg, give me a second, right there, that goes directly into the arms, or rather the hands, so it's not loose. So far it's so good. And then here is the heat shotel. Basically you can replace the blades on the shotels and put this nice glowing red effect part. I didn't actually cut these off the runner yet because I didn't want to. I like them the way they are and don't plan on displaying this thing. Apart from that, this does come with quite a few hands. It has both left and right open hands, closed fists, and I believe open hands as well. So there's altogether about 4 pairs, and you get the adapter for your action bases. So let's go ahead and take a look at the backpack. This is actually a pretty nicely articulated backpack. There's a couple hinges, so the mounts for the shotels can turn side to side and then up and down. And these actually just hinges lock the shotels in place. Nothing fancy, they're not snapped or anything. And just like that, it goes directly right back into the back of the Gundam with a upward peg. Now they did include a couple of odd little designs here, and these flaps on the shoulders can open up. And what I'm guessing is Bandai will release a cowl for this dude. Now, to give you a good idea of how the hands work, basically each of the palms has a ball joint for the thumb, which is separate, and there is a peg to replace the entire majority of the hands, which is the 4 fingers. And there's a peg in there that you just saw, which will hold, the weapons in place. So unlike a couple master grades out there where you have the 1 index finger and thumb, which are on separate ball joints, and then the rest of the fingers in a grouped with a group peg like this, these guys are a little bit different. I mean, it's a small price to pay, but it still gets the job done. Okay, so let's get on to articulation, and just like any other Gunpla out there, this thing is covered in hinges and ball joints. So you got a ball joint at the top of the base of the neck, so it allows you to do the side to side, the chicken neck, and then up and down as usual. So it's it's really chickeny. Then the arms can do a full 360 because of the hinge joint there, and then you can raise it that far up so the shoulder pads get in the way. You almost got a full 180 there with the hands, at the shoulder elbow joint. A ball joint at the wrist as usual. Now this thing doesn't have a lot of articulation in the chest, just a ball joint at the waist, so it allows for a good amount of swiveling and rotation. And then each of the armor flaps or sections of the waist skirt move up and down, so that's superb. That allows you to get some really wide poses. Usually the back piece is always one static piece, so that's good. The leg can go that far up, and then this far back, and once you get the skirt out of the way, all the way back, so that's great. And then I believe this thing always has had a beautiful spread. Look at that, just fantastic. So wide. Okay, so at the knees you got a double joint, which is really nice, and you can actually see bits and pieces of the armor from underneath, which is great. And there is a ball joint at the ankle, and there's basically a double ball joint at the ankle, one at the top of the ankle for the ankle armor, and then at the ankle itself, so you can get in some pretty wide stances. Okay, so let's get this guy armored up. There are two pegs, one on each arm, but I prefer the left. Now the gun does come with its own peg, of course, and there are three places you can plug it in, two on the shield and one on the ass. I prefer the shield since it actually looks like you can shoot with this thing. Now with the shotos, there's a tab on it that needs to go into the backpack, so you fold the handles down and then shove it into that hole right there. If it goes in, and then lock it in place with those flaps, and they'll just nicely clip into the base of the shoto. And after that, just plug it right back into the back of the Gundam and you're good to go. Okay, so moving on to the other gimmick. Basically, you fold the shoto flaps handles in, and there's a tab for you to drop in right here into the back of the shield. And once you put it on, tab them both in, and you basically have this pincer-like attack for the shield, which I'm really not a big fan of. I don't remember it in the anime, and I can understand why. Blech. Okay, this is my favorite part about the armor. Basically what you can do is, there's a reason these hinges are there on the shotos. You fold them down, and there's two pegs in each of them, or a single peg in each, and you can clip them together and put them together and make a massive shoto staff, or a dual shoto blade, and it pretty much double the size of the gun. Hey guys, and my final verdict on this thing is I really do like this kit. I'm a huge fan of Gundam Wing since it was one of the earlier animes that I watched on the Gundam side, apart from G-Gundam of course. Now in terms of this Gunpla, it's hard to rate them because, you know, they're all pretty much the same in terms of articulation. They all use the same hinges and ball joints. But this is one sturdy ass master grade. I don't have a lot of master grades who are as sturdy as this, and over the time that I've had this kit, it has stayed sturdy because plastic wears down, as you know, but it stayed sturdy, which is freaking awesome. And this thing looks good just snap built right out of the box, which is exactly what I did. All I did was use 304 stickers max for the cameras, the eyes on the shield, and I believe the eyes of the Gundam itself. Apart from that, the weapons on this thing are pretty decent. Not a huge fan of the shield trick, but I do like the fact that you can put the shotos together and make either the staff or that weird thing I did. But either way, this is one good looking kit. Definitely something you guys should try building if you guys are into Gunpla. And I'm going to try and do the other wing kits as well. I have all 5 of them. I'm missing 2, but I will do all 5 of the main kits. Well, that's about it from my end, guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you're interested in more. Thanks.